So a patient goes to a psychologist and says, I've got a phobia of heights. I'm afraid of heights. And the psychologist says, come in, I'll cure you. I'll sort that out for you. And the man walks in, a little taken aback, but sort of a little unsure. And the psychologist says, come out to the balcony. And the patient ambivalently kind of approaches and says, oh, what's going on here? And the psychologist says, jump off the balcony and that'll cure your fear of heights. And the patient says, no, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? I'll die. He says, no, trust me. Just come up to the balcony, come up to the railing and lean over and just jump. And he says, no, I'm not going to do that. And he says, come on, let's just do it. Keep going. Just come closer. And he starts backing away. And then the psychologist says, come over here. Come closer. If you're not going to jump, I'll push you. And he says, no. And he just leaves and he starts walking outside. And the psychologist sees him back in his office and he says, you see, you're not afraid of heights. You're afraid of being pushed. Right? So, and I guess just a quick segue about being pushed, being confronted, being challenged. And I think that's important. Comfort zones become a real area of relaxation and not wanting to move out of those zones. And so it's important to identify our comfort zones, find places that we can expose ourselves to friction, be challenged on our ideas, on our thoughts, be challenged on our notions, on our concepts, on the constructs that we've maybe been indoctrinated with, understanding our limits, understanding what we want versus what we need. And sometimes we need a challenge. And without friction, there isn't going to be any change. So life is like that. As the old adage goes, smooth waters make not a skilled sailor. So expect to be pushed and welcome that, right? When life pushes you, when you feel there are challenges, there are ways through that, all right? There's always a way through that. We might not be able to solve the problem, okay? Another final adage here that I'll mention is that we might not ever be able to solve a problem, but we can substitute sets of problems for other sets of problems. Okay, so we're never going to solve problems. There's always going to be challenges. So it becomes imperative to learn to embrace friction and learn to welcome change and welcome resistance and welcome friction and being pushed. All right. It's not, I suppose, it's not something. It's not something to be. What's the word I'm looking for here? It shouldn't dissuade us from what we want to achieve. It could be that push, that challenge, that things that break us and bring us to breaking point. They could be a changing moment. Okay, instead of breaking us, it could be making us. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a short one this time. Don't be afraid to be pushed.